Alright, I think. Are we live? Are we true? Yep. Alright, all good. Alright. Let me just open up my side here so I can check the chat real quick. Alright. Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if Firebites is gonna be with me though. But for now, it's just me. And we're gonna have a pretty interesting match. Coming in onto the left side here, it is gonna be Taikore. And fighting against Syni, the only guy who actually did a pretty interesting comeback. Kinda showcase off how well they played. Nope, Taikore in the chat here saying hi, chat. Hey, spotted in the chat. Hello. I'm just checking something for you here. Ruru. Check, how are you all though? I'm doing pretty okay. Gotta finish drink. I just finished my dinner earlier. So we're just all waiting for both players to play through their warm-ups, and we'll probably head on straight through just gonna wait for both players to do their magic. Oh, it's the real Finby Taiko in the in the Twitch chat. But yeah, technically this is gonna be our first showcase with Taikore though, since winning by default here, we didn't really know how well he's playing. But Syni on the other hand won pretty convincingly. Well, not really exactly convincingly. Won with a pretty interesting upset versus Farmer Brown. So we're just waiting for the players here to fix some external problems before we start up with the warm-ups. Damn, it's been a while since I've heard that name before. There we go. A data gang represent? Any data users? I actually had a time where my Wi-Fi died out. I had to use my data for casting. So 6.16. So Syni did win against against Foreman Brown here with an upset. Are we gonna see it again? Is he gonna be the menace of the winners bracket? No, not the Taikore Rickroll. No more. Aether Ritual again. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, so props to Taikore on this, and kind of respectful for Syni to not ever play Aether Ritual here. Got it. Okay, that kind of woke me up. All right, so it looks like we're gonna get a good game here. There's a lot of things in play here. For one, no score V2, and on the other hand, no fail. But yeah, there we go. That's I don't know who's warm ups. Oh, now it's Syni's warm up now. Right now, I just got like a nice bottle of Coke as my refreshment. No more water, just Coke. That's what we'll. I'm gonna show you my heart and soul. This time. Is this Kuba Arms? The OG? So streamer forgot to download the map. It's all good. Oh. No, back to back Nostalgia Blast, Kuba Arms, and then we get Omega Rhythm.
I left my home when I was 14. Travel half the world, see a lot of new scene. Haven't made a friend since I was 16.
What is this, man?
Now I'm 18. So I was alone On Christmas, always alone. On Christmas, always alone. On Christmas, year after year,
Okay.
year after year.
I see ya.
I try to talk, but nobody can understand me. I was down by Duolingo, try to learn some English. Got 100 on the math test.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. We're still just on warm ups here, so you're just about to after this warm up. You're gonna head straight to the rolls.
I used to eat lunch alone in the second corner, but I feel better.
Somebody send that map to me.
I left my home when I was 14.
This is probably something that Sidzag would like. This profile picture. Also, Sidzag in the chat. Any shoutouts? What is this? I try to talk, but nobody can understand me. I was down by Duolingo, try to learn some English. Got 100 on the math test, got 4.0 on average. You said you were in school, but I feel like there's more for me. I wasn't popular, cause all I know was doing AP calculus. I got 100 even without the calculator. I used to eat lunch alone in the second corner, but I feel better. You know I gotta make it all on my own. You know I can't say broke and go back to my home. Because I got my family The snapping. I can't. I'm just listening. Girl, you did me so wrong. You got me holding too long. I gotta get you off my way, so I'd rather be alone. On Christmas, always alone. On Christmas, always alone. On Christmas, year after year, year after year. Got a little clown, my school knows that for real. I still feel sad. They only ask me to make. I'm keeping quiet for the chat to listen in all of its beauty. I will struggle with myself, no one can see that. Try so many things and I feel that. I hope I am right about this music. We take those. Alright, that's gonna be the warm-ups. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And we're gonna head straight down. Okay. We're gonna head straight down to the rolls. Oh, big 85 though for Taikore. And a 100! City's looking good. City's looking pretty good. They got the momentum. From the upset to another one. We'll see it happen right here, right now. And no, Taikore is a good player, but he hasn't exactly played in the tournament. He won by default, so nobody knows exactly how well he plays. This might be up for a good side versus Syni. No, actually, a good side for Taikore, since Syni doesn't exactly know what Taikore's weaknesses nor strengths are. And Taikore batting with the NM3. That might be a good chance for Syni to pick NM4 against him, though. And also, floating any of the HR and HD might also seem to be a interesting source. There's a lot of there's a lot of things that you can do, basing on what the opponent's ban is. And so Syni's got a lot to think about. Taikore not exactly banning anything else regarding mods might just mean that he's gonna be pretty good regarding mods. Or it might be a mix-up tactic, just to make you think twice. But for now, Syni will get this first pick. Are we gonna see the first pick coming up to something across the line of like NM1 or NM4? Or will he take the interesting bait and go on for the mod picks? By the way, this is gonna be our debut match for Taikore. Don't worry, Vera. We have We already seen it last match, so it's all good. As long as it gets played, it is all right. And here we go, NM4. This might be an interesting pick since Taikore did ban NM3, which is tech, and NM4 is quite similar, but not exactly. While NM3 is a lot of these like slow techs, NM4 does have these tricky patterns and 1-3 snappings. Either way, this map is actually being picked a lot though for this whole tournament, so we'll have to see. So, debut match for Taikore. This is Syni's first pick. A big chance for a breakpoint, but on the other hand, this might be Syni's early point. And of course, my house is Istanbul. GLHF's down in the chat. Matches will start very soon. All right, so for the ones who've been keeping up, the parts here to watch, especially on this map, are right just before the Kiais and about just the second Kiai themselves, because it's gonna have a lot of these like 1-4 to 1-3 snaps, and those tend to be the hot spots for a lot of these misses and act drops for any of the players. So if someone performs really well on this map, it just goes to show how good of a player they are. But on the other hand, if we're gonna see any kind of mistakes, that's probably the part of the map what we are going to see. But for now, Banjo finally fixes itself up, and we are going to start debut match for Taikore. See how well both of these players perform. Alright, first 100 broken by Taikore, by Syni here. Oh, big act drop for Taikore. Syni kinda coming back up to 99.3. But this is very early. Oh, Taikore with those early misses. He hit a lot of these notes very, very early. It's probably a sign of over speeding here. But here we go. First PA section coming in. After this one. I keep on getting mixed up by this build-up, man. But here we go. This is the Kia. I got mixed up again. Now this is for real. Here we go. This is the part we're gonna see probably some early mishaps, but Taikore is losing a lot of accuracy. Probably a sign of these slow BPM maps taking a toll on fast players. And here we go, a big miss for Taikore. Syni with a lead now. 30k to his name. Doesn't look any weaker than this. Here we go. This is gonna be the really techy part of this map. Ooh, Syni's full ulting this, actually. Dude, that's kind of crazy. Gotcha, right now, Syni's looking near perfect on this tech part of this map. Taikore is doing perfectly well, but against a player like Syni, this is probably a pretty bad matchup. But Taikore is going to be very glad that this map is already out of the question early on this match. Oh, misread for Taikore though. City looking really, really good on this map. Yeah, I think there's not gonna be much chances here for Taikore to gain back any scoreline against Syni, and he would probably confidently take this point away from Taikore. The first upset point and debut match for Taikore, not looking good. But that may be the only time we're gonna see him play like this. Because this is gonna be the only no-mod tech out, as the second no-mod tech is banned. So all that's left is consistency, speed, and gimmick for the no-mod list. Good scores. Good scores. Ah, I'm so nervous. I get HD1. Let's go. And already they're pretty interesting. Bringing in already a big map against Syni. He's confident. Taikore is confident he can beat Syni in the mod battle. And yeah, if he is going to be able to beat Syni in mod battles, that's going to be a big advantage. There is definitely way more modded maps versus non-modded maps in this match. Because Taikore has already banned one of the no-mods, one of the potential weapons Syni would have against him. Also, client's kind of trolling here. It's going to be Syni's early point as well. But it's kind of interesting though that after him losing to Tech, he's gonna choose the relatively techie consistency HD1 pick. And he might bite it as he's the first one to lose the lead. And we have a very similar ghost tapping method. Kind of sticking to basics here, but for now both players have equal well, supposed to be equal, but here we go. First section coming in, bit of an act drop for both players, and Taikore takes that lead as Syni kind of drops a lot of these accuracy on that large pattern near the end. But here we go, singles. We've seen it time and time again, somebody making a mistake, somebody losing a lot of these accuracies on the easiest part of this map. And Syni kinda absolute king move here, still full ulting on the singles. But for now, he will lose a lot of accuracy as Taikore holds on a 99%. Big section here, after up for Taikore, dropping the lead to 16k. Oh, Syni's not hitting that finisher! And a big miss from Syni. Here we go. A massive lead. A solid hold on this map. But both players are able to hit that big finisher section. 1-3s are coming in hot though. Any chance of a mistake is that's what we're actually gonna expect. As Syni is gonna be suffering a little bit here. Taikore is looking crazy on this HD pick. A sight to see. 1-3 section, Syni fails through it. Taikore is gonna be holding this early W against Syni here. But for now, that's gonna be early pick versus Syni. I'll say the same thing here. Syni might be very glad that Taikore already chose this map this early into this match. Because if he were to fight Taikore on this with this map on the last parts, it would have been GG's. No, Taikore, amazing score versus Syni. Kinda crazy. Kinda equal for now. It's gonna be 1-1. If the client will fix itself up, But yeah, we're just gonna be waiting for the match to fix itself up, and then we're just gonna see if the what map we're going to see next. Technical difficulties. Don't worry, it's just the scoreline, guys. It's nothing crazy. We're just gonna fix up the scores. So it's gonna be 1-1, and it's gonna be Syni's pick next. There we go. We're all set now. No mod 5. Here we go. Dude, I'm already liking this match. We already got like back-to-back bangers. Nobody wants to play any consistency. We got tech, gimmick, HD gimmick, HD tech, I mean. Oh! Lily in the chat. Hello. Shams. Alright, good lucks in the chat here. This might be an interesting match. Taikore has all the chances to take this lead over Syni, but for now, it is going to be Syni's pick. And a pretty convincing one too. If Taikore ever practiced this map, this might be a good chance for a breakpoint. But for now, Bancho's doing some funny... Come on, Bancho. Syni's playing the wrong map too. So for now, Syni will have the lead. If you check on the accuracy on both players. Alright, never mind, it fixes itself up. But we still have not reached the gimmick section of this map yet. It's gonna be up pretty soon. Give it like 5 seconds. Here we go. Oh, big act drop for Syni though. Alright, here we go. See, both players are keeping combo. But for now, Taikore is losing out on the act department because how key in general this map is. Due to the snaps, but a big miss from Syni here. He's not gonna like that. Taikore has been performing rather lackluster on the act department, but he's been keeping up his combo. And that miss is gonna be rough as Syni will add another one to his name. Massive lead now for Taikore. A chance for a breakpoint. 50,000 point difference. Syni's gonna regret this as he's supposed to have this point unlocked because he knows how weak Taikore is on tech. But mistakes spell everything in games like these. Now Syni is on the mercy of Taikore. He's gonna be forced on any kind of mistakes, but considering how short this map is and how there's not much of any more areas for anyone to make mistakes, Taikore will have to take that breakpoint out of Syni's hands. There we go. Breakpoint, early breakpoint. It's a very close scoreline if Syni didn't make a mistake. But that will be the breakpoint. A chance for Taikore to take this lead back. And a chance to also solidify his own. There is still the hard rock sections here that is being floated. And same goes for FM, which might be an interesting battle for both players. Then, oh, there we go. FM1 coming in. Are we gonna see? Excuse me. The 5th seed player here played FM1. A lot of these players play FM1 with HDHR. And it proves to be quite the difficult map, but definitely doable. So, are we gonna see Taikore run in with the HDHR, or are we gonna see just a simple mod difference for both players? So note that this is OD 5.5. It's not the usual rank OD, which is 6. And for one, it makes it way easier, but at the same time, it does break some conventional feelings. Some people tend to miss a lot more lower ODs than higher ODs, since it's kind of just out of the usuals, to say if I have a better word for it. But yeah, same goes for the previous match. This map also has the KKKTT patterns. It's a 5-note patterns that's a little bit notorious, to say the least. It's not an easy pattern to hit. And Syni being also full alt as well, it's not exactly the it's one of those you'd probably have to practice over and over again to get used to. I'm still not good. I've been trying my best to practice this pattern. I still have trouble doing like streams with KKKTD, or the vice versa. It's quite a funny pattern. But here we go. And we are going to expect HHR, but to my surprise, we're just gonna stick on to our own strengths here. Syni with the HR pick, while Taikore holding on with only HD. So he's gonna probably enjoy this OD 5.5, giving him a lot of act bonus. But as I say that though, a big miss early on. So Syni here has to perform well. It is only a mere 5,000 point lead, and as Syni does drop some accuracy here, especially on these these occasional singles, it will shorten the lead to Taikore, now taking this from a 97 versus 99. Syni not used to this sudden OT increase, but the lead is just a mere 1,000. If Syni can manage to stabilize, he will have more chances here for taking back this lead. But for now, Taikore is holding on with a 99.5. 99.4 now, with a mere 600 point difference. Consistency patterns here. Ooh, another act drops all across the board. Taikore holding on with a solid lead. Syni has to stabilize. He has to stop making these 100s. These little mistakes add up to a big lead, and Taikore is not giving him any chance for any comeback here. We're gonna have to see Taikore make a big miss or a big act drop for any chance for Syni. Oh, here we go. Few 100s though, but Syni's trading with his own. Gonna get nearly to the last quarter of the map, as both players are looking pretty good. The lead has shortened from an 8k to a 6k, down to a 5k, but then increased once again. Final part of the map coming in. Taikore has to hold, but Syni with a massive miss. Taikore will have a breath of fresh air here. He could make a mistake and still get away with it. But for now, Syni's gonna regret making that mistake early on. A chance to solidify the lead here. Oh, 1-6 pattern does get hit. But oh, another miss from Syni here, breaking up the lead now to a 40k difference. It's not looking good for Syni. Last part of the map, and I don't think it's not gonna be any chance here. Taikore with a 1 million score with only 1x miss, and Syni will have to go on for a 2-point lead difference here, as Taikore will secure his lead with his own pick. That's OD 5.5 for you. But alright. Syni now has the ball on his court. He has to choose something good. And he will go for an NM1 pick. Taikore is not liking that. Alright, a chance here. But actually, for this one as well, for the people in the chat who notice here, Taikore's been avoiding HR. So that would be safe to assume that Syni might be able to abuse HR against Taikore here. considering HR1 is a bit of a challenge. We might see some interesting scenes come up here versus the two players. But here we go. MP starts coming in here. This is City's pick. A chance to take back what's left, or a big chance for Taikore to take another break point and solidify another lead versus Syni. Alright, early 100s for Taikore. Let's see if Syni is able to capitalize on this tiny mistake. Syni is hitting these notes a little early. Same goes for Taikore. If there's any more any kind of 10-5 MS difference here, we might see Taikore with a bit of 100s to his name. But for now, he is holding on with a pretty good score. Just a mere 800-point difference here. Both players not giving an inch. Syni is only in the lead by just a little bit. But I think Taikore didn't manage to hit a few of the finishers as well. Now the lead has grown to 4K with another 100. That is going to be a big increase now. And another one, back to back. Once again, I did say it before that Taikore was hitting a lot of these notes late. And just a minor difference here would spell 100 from a 300. And there we go, another one. Back to back, small mistakes, minor things that add on to this big lead difference. But once again, a simple miss from Syni could bring it all around down to Taikore's side. Oh, as I say that though, a big miss from Syni's side, and Taikore takes back the leads out of his hands. Oh, dire scenes for Syni. Now the lead, now the court is on Taikore's side. We'll have to see. Same accuracy, but that 1x miss already showing some massive scores. We're only halfway through the map. There is definitely more chances for Syni to take it back, but he has to stabilize. He has to not give any more chances. Taikore's UR is looking pretty rough around the edges as well. So we will have to see Taikore probably lose a bunch of accuracy here if he's gonna hit these notes just a little later, a little earlier. Oh, we're actually going to see that here as the lead shrinks down to about 4K. Now the lead, now the accolade is on Syni's side. We go PI section. If there's any chance now, it's gonna be Taikore. Lead is still on that stagnant 5K. Another 100 from Syni though. Last quarter. There's not much map left. Taikore has to make a mistake here for Syni. Syni picked up from his mistakes, but Taikore has already grabbed this lead with vigor. He has to head forward here. He wants this breakpoint. He wants to end this match. He does not want to give Syni any chance. Final section, another 100. This lead increases down to 7K. Taikore has to hold. Last parts of the map. It's not looking good for Syni. The lead does shorten here. We have to see Taikore miss, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be any chance here. 4K, back to 5K. Last parts. I think Taikore will steal it out of Syni's hands with an FC. An unfortunate miss, but that has already spoiled the cake for Syni. Look at that act difference. Look at that 5x100. It could have been a completely different story, but the scores show what is it supposed to show. 5, no, 6. No, never mind. It's 4-1. But he has to dust himself off here, as it's gonna be Taikore's turn. Oh, Taikore going on for the Nomad 2 pick. He barely won that consistency pick versus Syni. And to say the least, Syni is full up, and when it comes to full up, speed is nothing. A lot of the sorry, my voice is kind of dying. A lot of the high-end players who run around 350, 360 BPM tend to play a lot of DDKK and full up, since in nature it makes hitting fast streams easier. And so we're gonna probably see Syni perform very well, and this might be a risky pick for Taikore, because this is gonna give Syni a chance for a breakpoint. But Taikore is confident with his abilities. He's gonna fight Syni in his own field here. But let's just hope that Syni is able to hold the full combo now versus Taikore, as that seems to be the big difference between the two. Both players holding on that 100%. Who is going to be the first to break this SS? Oh, it's neck and neck here still on the first quarter. Neither player giving an inch, but there we go. Syni with an early miss. Taikore looking very strong still. Here we go. PI section here. Taikore has to hold. He's still kind of rocking around here. Rocking in, he breaks the 100%, but for now he's still holding on with an early lead. Syni has picked himself up. Looking pretty okay, but Taikore, no stranger to any kind of mistakes here. He is gonna hold this lead over Syni's head. Oh, a few 100s though. This is the problem when it comes to consistency. Mistakes are punished. Albeit any kind of tiny mistakes here are always punished when it comes to consistency maps, because these maps are designed for you to not make any mistakes. But here we go. PI, dense notes, dense patterns. Taikore is performing pretty well. Syni, on the other hand, is trying his best to catch up. But for now, Taikore is not giving him any ground to cover. Last part of the map. It's not looking good here. We're gonna have to see Taikore miss. Oh, a few accuracy drops though. Same on Syni's side. The lead grows to a 22k. Final Ki. Any chance here? Funny break course section. Both players hit that relatively dense part very easily, but the lead shrinks down to 15k. Any chance? Final parts. Taikore is performing really well. Syni, on the other hand, is keeping up, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, as the map ends here and Taikore will take that final point, bringing himself to this final point here to send Syni down to losers. But to Syni's luck here, it will be his pick. He's not gonna go down here without a fight. He still has a lot of these HR picks. And also as well, the DT. There is still a lot of fight in this. There is still a big chance for Syni to go for a rather large comeback, as I repeat, all of the no mod picks here are gone. But it is gonna be in mod territory. Taikore's strength, which is presumed to be HD, is out. of the question here, and we are in Syni's playing field. We have HR, TT, and FM. Here we go, TT2. Now let's see if Taikore is the monster he's supposed to be here. TT always known to be a tough competitor for those who don't exactly practice it. A lot of players tend to avoid TT since it tends to be the map that trends to a lot of higher ranked players and also a lot of like HR players. Taikore is side reading this. Well, he's gonna be in for a big surprise, to say the least. Syni has a lot of momentum. His back is on the wall, but this wall is probably as close to be of a support beam than anything. He has the map pool to his side. Alright, here we go. The moment of truth. A potential final map for Syni. For those who want to see this tiebreaker, give him your hopes and dreams here. As Syni will hold this early lead. But once again, we have already seen Syni has not held an FC ever since that first map. Let's see if he can break his curse right here, right now. Taikore keeping up with the good accuracy though. That is kind of hard to find, especially with a lot of these fast EPs. AI section coming in. Both players are performing pretty well. Only a 1,000 point difference. It is neck and neck. Note that the map is pretty long, locking in just around touching 3 minutes. So there are a lot of chances here for both players to come, extend the lead, or take a comeback, to say the least. But for now, the lead is gonna lock into about 12k as Taikore will come to a miss. An untimely miss at this time and day. It's probably been forever since we've seen Taikore miss. This guy's been playing like a monster for this whole match. So it's a sign of fresh air to see him be human for once. We're now 30k point lead here. Syni looking comfortable, but note that there is still a lot of map left. And Syni, once again, no stranger to mistakes, no stranger to chokes. He has to perform well. He has to activate here. He has to be consistent. As we're gonna get into about the latter half of this match. Here we go. 98, still holding that FC. Final Ki. Here we go. Both players looking very well. Syni holding on that FC. Taikore, on the other hand, has kept up, but that 64-point lead is a tough hill to climb. Not with this map. Oh, Syni's looking pretty rough around the edges, though. We might see a mistake here. Might be a chance. But for now, he has to hold. Last parts of the map. 1,000,003. 1,000,004. Coming up to a big FC. Finally, something that we've seen. A light of hope for Syni here as he takes that second point away from Taikore. And now, he has to choose a map that is fitted to his strengths. His goods na sa akin, 2 points. No, no. Don't worry. There's still so more here. There's so much. Note that FM3 is very catered to HR1. HR1 does have a few memorization patterns, but overall the map is very, very difficult to HD players, as we've seen from the previous match. So words, please. FM3 is gonna be quite the HR2. All right. Oh no, HR. What am I gonna do? Watch him get like 1,060,000. Just first SS just right now. But yeah, I think this is the first time we're gonna see HR2, right? For this tournament. For those in the chat, just confirm me if this is the first time we're gonna see the song being played. Roll act. It's over. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, it's just a slow hit. No, I wasn't there. But for now, this is gonna be my my first time watching this on an official match. Then. There we go. MP start 5. Another chance here for Syni to take another point away from Taikore. But if he loses this, it's everything here. He's gonna be sent down to losers. So HR2 known to be the relatively thick. Ooh, big miss from Syni though. Oh, Syni's not actually adjusting to this map very well. Taikore is kind of performing really well, but his UR is all over the place. So this might be a bit of a mud battle, but Taikore is still holding on with a bit of better accuracy. So yeah, as I said, HR2 is known to be relatively the specialist HR. So this is what you'd find extremely fast SVs. And that's what we are seeing right now. A lot of these notes just fly by like laser beams, and kind of surprised how players tend to hit them. Ooh, another act drop for Syni here. It's not looking good. Taikore is holding on with 99.2. There we go with the KKK DDKK. DDKKK, I mean. 80-point lead. It's not looking good halfway through the map. Taikore is holding on with a massive score. Big act drops for Syni here. EI section coming in. Taikore is performing really well on this map. Final quarter here. Any chances now? We're gonna have to see Taikore make some big mistakes. But looking how well he's adjusted to this map with this 99.4. He's not gonna give Syni any chance here. He's gonna take this point and send Syni down to losers. Come up to the final slices here as the final bell tolls. Taikore holding on with a bit of a scare. But for now, a massive, massive score versus Syni as he sends him down to losers. Big debut match for Taikore. And now as he shows his skill, he heads on forward to top 8. But Syni, extremely well performed. But unfortunately, you will have to fight the people down in losers here. GG's for both players. Pretty scary. But well, we'll take those. But for now, I'll have to say goodbye. But I will be back pretty soon in about 5 minutes here. So we'll be back here for the last match for today. That's gonna be coming up at 11. So for now, I'll be saying goodbye, but I'll be seeing you very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and that is the match. Bye bye.